Alrighty, we got Intuition in the bottom left playing. Okay, he's playing the Blink Hunters once, or the Advanced Blinks once again. And in the top right, we have Lumire. And let's see what he's playing here. He's playing King Crab plus Destroyer. So this is the most easy to use broken combo against like pretty much anything but mortars. And if you look at his Starforge, he has nothing that hits air, which is kind of funny to see. So his anti-air is Advanced Blinks for the most part. Or wait, yeah, Advanced Blinks. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so thinking about this, if they're both on Scorpion, okay, this is a 2-base tech from Intuition. We don't see yet what Lumire wants to do. He's going to go ahead and counter 2-base tech. So they both have Destroyers, but it's Shockers against King Crabs. Okay. Now, I think... Now, hold on here. I think there's 2 ways that you can play this on both sides. I think if you both have Destroyers here, because Destroyers wreck Shockers and they wreck King Crabs, they have a new range bonus. I could see... Look at that placement. I love that placement. I could see maybe if you take like your 3rd base and you just stand in a straight line with your Destroyers against incoming battles, you should be able to target down their splash pretty quickly. Of course, you're still going to need a little bit of your own splash in there. This is going to come down heavily to control, I believe. Like exactly how they control the engagements. Who's attacking into who? What type of surface area is it? What is the arrangement of the units? This is going to be interesting. That's a lot of fucking Shockers. Ooh. Advanced Blink right away? Really? I am surprised.
Industrial cutters.
So we have a little bit of harassment going on here, and he actually has killed a fair amount of workers. Big counterattack coming in right now from Intuition. Lumire right now just trying to get away with these Scorpions. Yeah, the King Crab's wiggling around as well. So the King Crabs look like they're going to go for some harassment. King Crabs will clear your workers so quickly. And they'll clear everything so quickly. But that's a lot of Shockers, man. That is a lot of Shockers. Look at this. Gets on top of everything. That's a very good engage by Lumire over there. Pumps out a ton of King Crabs, and they get on top of the Shockers, which is exactly what you're looking for. These Shockers not going to stand a chance. The King Crabs surrounding absolutely everything. This is like what we're seeing from Lumire. Like, you can tell he's a StarCraft player. Because he has found this comp that I was talking at the beginning of the show, how this is one of the 3 things that I consider kind of cheese in the game, is just King Crab plus Destroyer. It's so strong. It's so hard to play against. And they just swarm like crazy. So we're going to see Lumire come in, and that's a lot of Destroyers, though, man. He's got a target, though. He has to target. Some pretty good targeting. Gets rid of the King Crabs pretty quickly. That Shocker trying to do some work. There's just so many units in here by Lumire. GG. Lumire going to take that down quickly. Very hard to play against that. I think if you're playing against King Crabs in general, you just have to take a really good defensive stance, because as soon as they swarm on you, you're screwed. Oh, there was an AI patch for Destroyers, so they auto-target heavy units? That's... What did I say? I told you, it's like everyone can play that comp. The comp is so strong. It's so incredibly strong. It just kind of swarms around you and fucks you up. You have to have like perfect placement. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mortar Destroyer, King Crab Destroyer, and Wasps. Those 3 things are like, fuck, man, get me out of here. All right, here we go. Getting into game 2. And here we go.
Standing by.
Yeah, so taking a look, do we have much of a switch? No, it does not look like that. I could see Intuition this time maybe going for Falcon Tech instead. I could see that. But I think still, like, we saw how quickly Lumire went up into his Advanced Blinks. You know, Advanced Blink is a funny unit because it only costs 50/50, so it's really super spammable. And obviously, micros really, really well. Hits air, hits ground. So right now, the Scorpions just kind of doing their thing, running into each other a little bit. You can see Intuition pulling back.
Snapper.
And the 2-base tech is on. We'll see if 2-base tech gets started. And it does... Wait. Oh, did he just spam out units?
We have
He just made extra units? Really? Oh, he's got to be careful here. He's going to get surrounded. You got to be very careful as Intuition. He needs to pull these back. Okay.
Industrial cutters.
Hold on, Mapu, let's bring up the information bar. Like this, I don't think that this is very good here for Lumire.
Legs are intact.
Oh, okay, he is teching. They are both teching now. But that is a much later tech. So, yeah, this right now, like these extra Scorpions, he's getting a few workers. But there's, like, you're going to be able to pop out the Shockers, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see, right? Because here come the Shockers. I do like Shockers as AoE. Like, I think they are one of the better units. Okay, he's making a couple Destroyers in there as well, maybe to target down the King Crabs pretty quickly. But he did lose a lot of his economy. Now, he's killed off quite a few Scorpions of his opponent. So maybe his Shockers can help put him over the top.
707.
And we have that Advanced Blink coming up for Lumire as well. He really likes this 2-base play, huh? Interesting to see. Yeah, that's a scary army that's coming up for him. But I think what we're going to see from Lumire here is he's going to try to swarm it. Notice how none of his economy's been hurt, so he's really got like as much as you could have at this point. So pulls back. Here's the King Crabs, mass King Crabs in here. Oh, yeah, no, he's got to go. That was actually kind of poorly done right there at the beginning. And in fact, he targets down the base super, super fast. You definitely want to target the Crabs here with those Destroyers. And he is doing that, or I guess they're auto doing that. So it looks here like Intuition is going to be able to take this game. That's it. Game's over. Game is over. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The blinks aren't going to do anything here. Well, nothing but kill all those units. The thing is, it's 2 base against 1. I'm surprised they were able to kill all that quickly, honestly. Haven't seen that actual engagement yet. Haven't seen anyone rush on 2 bases to advance blinks. All right, so yeah, I think if you're just making Destroyer, Shocker, and your Scorpions, you should be completely fine here. There's no way to engage into that many Shockers. Absolutely no way. And Lumire not having an extra base, this really looks like it should be going to game 3. And that's going to be it. GG. Okay, I think Lumire's big mistake here.
Subscribed for 3 months. Love you, Otto.
Thank you, thank you. I think the big mistake here. Intuition went right into Foundry. Lumire made an extra set of Scorpions to attack with, so his Foundry was a lot later. If his Foundry wasn't so late, I think he could have gotten a much better position. I don't think making... Here's the thing. If your opponent spends 400 and is sitting on 2 base, and you spend 400 on more Scorpions and send them across the map, by the time you get there, he's almost gained that in Scorpions already just from regular income. So it doesn't really make sense to do that and go attack as opposed to just tech up at the same time. So I think that that was a pretty big mistake from Lumire. He didn't gain him anywhere near enough.
Caney7 is rated with 10 viewers.
Thank you, Caney.
We apologize for what you're about to experience.
Your dedication in rating my channel is much appreciated. I hope you had a good stream, my man. All right, so 1-to-1 Intuition versus Lumire. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better today. Thank you, man. Not perfect, but a lot better. All right. Here we go, game 3. And looking for any changes. It's going to be a recall deck now from Lumire. Well, a recall deck. He's playing recalls. Recalls are...
Standing by.
I love recalls. Okay, that is my unit. That is what I like to use. They're just so fun. They're so defensive. And you can see he's just spamming Scorpions out. Gets them up to 12 supply. 12 supply is where you stop so that you have 400 lineup. So both of them up on 12. As long as you sit defensively here, the Scorpions aren't scary. But you do have to sit very defensively against melee units with the recalls. I don't think against crabs as much, but definitely against the Scorpions. So teching up on both sides going into Shocker plus Destroyer. So very, very similar in that regard. And yeah, this is a fun thing about the recalls. When you see the recall thing go off, you got to get out of there. Because they shoot the second they come in. So they get the first volley no matter what. Ooh, good surround there. He's going to lose a little bit of the Scorpions. You got to be quick with the recalls. Like, you got to recall before they hit the workers or you're going to lose workers. So both sides going into the same exact tech. It'll be interesting to see because obviously with Scorpions, it's easier to attack. With the recalls, it's going to be easier to defend, and obviously you have ranged units, so that's kind of nice. Actually, let's bring up the information tab once more, Mapu. Okay, they both had advanced blink for their tier 3, so okay, that's just all I wanted to see. Just want to make sure, because if someone has heavy ballista, man, dude, heavy ballista is the craziest unit in the game. It's so insane. But yeah, right now the Scorpion's kind of coming up. Recalls his whole army to the side, repositions. You know, when they're recalling, they do take extra damage. Well, not that they take a bonus of damage, but like they go immobile for a moment so you can continue to attack them. You'd be surprised how much damage can be dealt in that time. So you got to be careful about letting yourself get into an engagement that you don't actually want. All right, so now we're on Shockers. And this is where it can get a little bit tricky. How many Shockers, how many Destroyers do you want? Because obviously you want a lot of Shockers to blow up your opponent's units. I think right here, Lumire is going to want more Shockers, and we're going to need a few more Destroyers on Intuition's side, because he's the one with melee units that are cheaper. So he has more stuff that's going to be more heavily affected by the Shockers. So he needs anti-Shocker in here. But good engagement. He takes on these recalls at the bottom, and now being chased down a little bit. Notice how he's keeping recalls in the front here to try to hit some of these Destroyers, but not really working out for him. Looks like Intuition going to be able to shove him back really, really hard. Crazy. Kills the base. But you know what? We have, excuse me, Lumire coming back out with his Shockers. He did make another base, so if he can kind of take this fight... No, it doesn't look like he can. Intuition's just going to take it, and GG. Intuition, our first player tonight to actually win 2 in a row.